What's going on? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Put the moderations on. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I know I've been missing MIA for a minute. Coco, what's going on? I've been missing in action. Ah, and I needed it. I needed to disappear for a good little minute. Disappear and get off social media. Right. Here's the thing. Social media, for you guys who want to get in social media can definitely be draining. Right. It can be extremely draining when you're looking for videos, when you're looking for posts, right? Grinding, building, seeing all the craziness, whether we're talking about just craziness from the civilians, craziness from the politicians, just craziness all over the place. It is draining. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is extremely draining, and sometimes you just gotta step away from it, because you got to deal with social media, and then you got to deal with things that are going on in real life, right? Sometimes you just got to step away, give yourself a mental breather, if you get what I'm saying, right? Give yourself a breath of fresh air, right, Ninja? But anyway, AJ Kyler said, "Yeah, I frequently take breaks from social media and the news." Yeah, you have to. You have to unplug from the matrix for a while, exactly. Right, but then even when you unplug from the social media matrix, you got to deal with the physical matrix. It's all one and the same, right? Social media is just a different monster, right? But you still got to deal with real life, right? Which is still the matrix, and you got to deal with a lot of stupid people, right? A lot of headaches, right, in real life too. But anyway, man, what's going on with y'all? What y'all been up to? Right, got to deal with the normies. Right, what y'all been up to? I know I've been MIA, like I just said, but make sure y'all come on in and hit that like button. We're gonna have a great discussion. I'm sure y'all heard about. I'm sure y'all heard about the CEO exec. Right, I'm sure y'all heard about the CEO exec. Right, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. And as you guys can see, make sure y'all hit that like button. Come on in and hit that like button. As you guys can see, who is being ridiculed the most? Who is being ridiculed the most? Right? The CEO, well, of course, right? He's the CEO. So when you're the leader, right, or in a leadership position, which they both were in leadership positions, right? They both were in leadership positions, but here's the thing though, right? They're both in leadership positions. They were both married with children and all of that good stuff, right? Right? She's right up under him, right? She's in an executive level, HR personnel, right? Executive level, and he is, of course, the CEO. But as you can see, everybody's shooting shots at him, right? Everybody's shooting shots at the man, right? Oh, that poor girl, right? He got all of them wrapped up into this nonsense, right? He's the CEO. Why would he try to holler at, his head of HR? Why would he try to holler at her? Why would he try to get with her? He could have got with somebody else. How do y'all know that she didn't come on to him, right? How do y'all know that she didn't try to come on to him? How do you, clearly it's a consensual relationship, right? Clearly it's a consensual relationship, but nobody's talking about her. Nobody's talking about the fact. But I bet plenty of y'all don't know this. Many of y'all don't know this. They're not talking about the fact that she is married into one of the richest families in Boston. Look it up. Go and do your due diligence. The information is flooding the internet now. Right? It's just like with Diddy. Those girls wanted it exactly. Nobody's talking about, because this is brand new information. Nobody's talking about the fact that she is married to a man who's a part of a family that is one of the richest families in Boston. Let that simmer in y'all spirit a little bit, man. Let that simmer in y'all spirit. One, first and foremost, she looked like a rotten toenail. First and foremost, right? If I'm gonna get caught, if I'm gonna get caught at the game on the big screen, you best believe I'm about to be caught with a nice 21-year-old Mexicana. I'm about to get caught with a nice 20 tight 21-year-old Colombiana, right? You about to see me go out. I'm going out strong, ninja. I'm going out strong. You're not going to see me going out bad with a raisin. You are not about to see me going out bad with that whatever that was. Ninja, I'm going out like the man. Yeah, y'all see it. Y'all see it. I'm when I walk in a restaurant, they be like, "Yeah, I seen you with that girl. I seen you with that. Ooh wee. I seen you with that. Ooh wee." But now every time they see him, they like, "Oh yeah, I seen you with that. Oh no." With that, oh no. Shouts out to AG Cali with the super chat. I appreciate it. Right? They looking at him like, bro, that's you, bro. You about to risk, first of all, half of your assets, if probably more, right? Because it's coming. You risk half of your assets. You risk your position as CEO of a tech company for that, ninja. Let alone a woman at all, but for that, and she's the HR exec. Come on, man. But y'all want to keep telling me, y'all get up in arms when I'm hard on men, bro. You have CEOs going out bad of a tech company, so he's not an idiot. He has to be smart to be the CEO, right? Maybe not the smartest, raisin in the bunch, but he has to be somewhat smart. But you would think a CEO of a tech company with some brains would know to move appropriately, ninja. You would think he know not to bring the side piece in the daylight. You don't bring the side piece in the daylight time. You don't bring the side piece out into the daylight unless y'all are somewhere overseas somewhere. John, what's going on? You don't take the side piece into the daylight unless y'all are going somewhere exclusive or overseas somewhere, especially at that status. Are you crazy? He's worth, I believe, around $500 million. So you got enemies. You got enemies. You have enemies. But you walking around here, la 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 la. You walking around here with an ugly duckling, first and foremost. Now we gotta call that out. Bro, if you out here and you got a side piece, right? A little girlfriend on the side, and she doesn't look, I'm just calling, I gotta keep it real. If she don't look better, right, than the main piece, bro, just off yourself, bro. Come on now. What are you doing? Right? Ginger French says, I get the absolute immoral behavior these two people are guilty of. They are both equally responsible. What does the fact that her husband is part of a highly wealthy family have to do with it? Ginger French, you must be new here. Are you a woman or a man? Are you a woman or a man? I'm going to explain it. You must be new here because everybody else, they know where I'm going with this one or have a clue about what I'm going. It has a lot to do with it. It has a lot to do with it. Right? Has a absolutely a lot to do with it. Okay, Ginger French is a woman. Shouts out to the woman who's tapping in. Shouts out to the woman. I love women to come in here and congregate too. Even though I talk a lot of ish, but I love the women to come in here and get to seeing what we're talking about. Listen, so you're a woman. Please do explain. Okay, and I'm assuming you're new here because you probably haven't seen a lot of my content before. Here's the thing. The mindset of a lot of men is that, okay, if I can just get enough money, if I can just get enough money, any woman that I come across will be loyal to me and never cheat and never do anything against me because I am the boss. I have money. Right? This is Ginger French. This is the mindset of a lot of men. So when I say that, I'm talking to a lot of men. A lot of men think just because they have money that they're exempt from anything happening to them by a woman. Right? Are you following me now? Are you following me now? So the reason why I made that statement is because I want men to understand, well, first and foremost, if you're broke, yeah, you definitely, you don't stand a chance. You don't have any leverage or anything like that, right? But even when you do have money, even when you do have money, even though you still have leverage, right? Because he has the money, right? He can toss her out. He can get her replica any day. He can just go get a replica, a younger, fertile, more beautiful version of her. He has the leverage. She doesn't, right? And that's the truth. Let me see. For real? Whoa, sorry, but this is completely naive. No, I think she's talking about that men think that they're exempt from bad behavior from women just because they have money. We can go down the list. We can go down the list, right? Look at Diddy. Diddy was in a consensual, crazy, however crazy you may think it is what they were doing, but clearly it was consensual. Clearly everything that was done with Diddy between Cassie was consensual, right? Look at what he's going through, right? To me, this Diddy case is just a bad breakup gone wrong, right? And look at Cassie. Even though Cassie was with a billionaire, and she cheated on Diddy. She cheated on Diddy with what's that guy name? Who they subpoenaed? What's the guy name? Y'all know who I'm talking about. She cheated on Diddy with the singer guy, whatever his name is. Right? She was doing all kinds of stuff. Right? She was doing all kinds of stuff. But then let's go to Tom Brady. Tom Brady. Tom Brady, his wife ended up cheating with the personal trainer. This is Tom Brady. Tom M and F Brady? The greatest quarterback to ever do it? He is also dang near in the billions. You telling me he couldn't keep Gazelle happy? The greatest person to ever pick up the ball? He couldn't? He couldn't? Diddy locked up? Well, what's the judge? Look at Judge Joe Brown. Judge Joe Brown, after 20 something god dang on years. Judge Joe Brown, 20 something, his wife want to act up, talking about some she blah 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 and all this stuff. And Judge Joe Brown, right? A successful TV judge, millions and millions of dollars, raised his family, sent his kids to school, and then wife talking about she want to get a divorce, she's not happy and all that stuff. Bro, the list goes on. The list goes on. Right? So I just want you guys to understand. Like, she married into a prominent family and she still wasn't happy. She still wasn't happy. That's why the title is what it is. Right? 99% of women are absolutely liabilities. I'm going to say it one more time. 99% of women are liabilities. Right? They will burn down. See, men mess up too, right? Men mess up. We understand that part. But Men are not going to burn down the whole freaking castle, right? Men are not going to burn down what they built, right? And that's what they built. They're not going to burn it down. Women will burn down, scorched earth, everything that you've built, everything that you stand for. Look at Will Smith. Look at Will Smith. Every time we talk about Will Smith, what's the first thought that comes to your mind when you think about Will Smith? You think about Jada and him basically destroying his legacy. Jada destroyed this man's legacy. Every time we think about Will Smith, we thinking about that slap. And why did that slap occur? Because he was butthurt about a joke because of what his woman was doing, what he was allowing this woman to do. Right? I can't even think about Will Smith without thinking about, yeah, Jada messed that man up. Right? Coco says simp. That was in response to Will Smith. Yeah. Right? So, what's your name? Ginger French. Yeah, you gotta understand the ideology behind it. Right? I'm not saying that man good, woman bad. Well, almost. But you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. Right? Men get caught in especially men who are not used to beauty. Right? Men who are not used to beauty, which is most men, they get wrapped into things like that. Right? They get wrapped up into the high level manipulation. They get wrapped up into the beauty, right? They get wrapped up into the, narcissistic behavior. Right? So this is why I recommend, fight with yourself on this. You can moral, immoral, whatever. Like that's not what I'm here for. Right? This is why I recommend a lot of men, they need to, first of all, get their bag up. Right? Get your bag up by going after your purpose. Right? And then the women will come when you're in your masculine frame, and you still gonna get messed up. You're still gonna get messed up because there's some high level things that's going on that a lot of y'all are not used to. Right? But this is why I recommend a lot of men to go ahead and get that out your system, right? The whole beautiful woman fantasy, right? A lot of y'all scroll through y'all phones, y'all see this IG model. I know, look, it happens to everybody. Nobody can sit up here and say that they don't scroll through social media. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Andrew Tate, Fresh and Fit, Coach Greg Adams, Anton Dan. I don't care who it is, bro. Everybody's scrolling through their phone and they see those baddies. You see them, I see them, right? We all see them. Listen, get your chicken bag up. Shout out to Steph Cole. Get your chicken bag up, right? So you can have access to those type of women. And when you have that access, right, when you start exploring those women, you're going to see for yourself. You're going to see all the trickery. You're going to see all the manipulation, right? You're going to see that, dang, I'm banging an 8, right? I'm banging a 9, right? It's going to get out of your system, right? That's why I recommend a lot of you guys to go ahead and travel. Get it out your system. Go ahead and travel. So when those things do occur, right, you're not on the rookie end of the stick. You're not on the rookie end of the stick. You're seeing it for what it is, right? Because let me tell you something, right? Once you start traveling, you're gonna see, bro. Like there's gonna be, you're gonna come across women, right, who will blow most American women out of the water, right? Who will blow most American women out of the water, right? And truth be told, a lot of those women are for sale, right? Most women are for sale in the first place. Depends on what side of the bracket that you're talking about. If you want to go to wifey, you want to take the wifey right, bro. Women are for sale all across the board, right? It just depends on what you're talking about. If you're talking about wifing, that's for sale. If you're talking girlfriend, that's for sale. If you're talking about on the dark side, that is for sale, I don't care what anybody say. I don't care what anybody tell you. I stand on that. I stand on it. Every single woman is for sale. Depends on what we are talking about. Because why would a smart woman get with a broke dude? All right, y'all remember Diaries, right? Way back then, listen, I had to give a man or the father three mules and 5 pounds of corn, ninja. 3 mules and 3 mules and 5 pounds of corn if I wanted access to his daughter, if I wanted to wife his daughter, right? I had to get that ninja 3 mules and 5 pounds of corn, ninja. Right? This has been throughout history. Eula said, and toilet paper just to get her. Alex Glass, a lot of these women are overpriced. You're right. You're right. Look at the exact. Look at the exact and who she was married to. Right? Bro could have had anything. And I'm talking about both of them. I'm talking about the guy. I'm talking about the man she was married to, and I'm talking about the guy she cheated with. Right? They both of them, they could have had anything. Anything. They could have had a smoke show. Cony, I don't recognize you. You're gonna have to super chat, buddy. You're gonna have to super chat. We almost 30 minutes in. Hit the like button, and you're gonna have to super chat. You want me to answer a question? Coco says, I think the culture in other nation countries is a factor in how these women move and understand male female dynamics. Yeah, the culture has a lot to do with it, right? The culture has a lot to do with it, bro. You're not safe. You're not safe in America, man. You're not safe. You're not safe. If you don't come from some kind of extreme cultural, if you don't come from some kind of extreme cultural like norms, like some form of Islam, right? Some other forms of religion, right? Where they're like super strict, but even then you still not safe, bro. You're not safe in America, right? And by the way, you're not safe anywhere, because I've seen passport bros get effed over too. I've seen passport bros get effed over. Many guys, what y'all gonna have to understand, what y'all gonna have to stomach, right? What y'all gonna have to stomach is that we are all getting leftovers in some form or fashion. We're all shouts out to Cony. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. We're all getting leftovers and some form of fashion. Coney says, "Hey man, I'm 17 and I got stage 1 gyno, and I just want to know, should I start doing the gym and build up my chest to hide it and be low body fat? It really makes me insecure and tips." Shouts out to you, being 17 and dealing with that, man. I didn't even read that at the beginning. I didn't even know that you said that. Stage 1 gyno. Well, first and foremost, how's that going? Are you recovering? Are you just now recovering? Right? I appreciate that too, Agent Cali. Are you just now recover? Are you recovering or what's going on? Coco says, Coney, clean up your diet. Coco knows a lot. Coco knows a lot about that stuff too. But I would say take it. I would say take it easy. I would say take it easy. Build up stamina first. Build up endurance. Right? Don't just go into the gym thinking like, oh, let me build. I get what you're saying. I get that is making you insecure, right? But don't focus on that. Don't focus on that aspect of it yet. What you need to do, you need to get into the gym, right? You need to get into the gym and you need to focus on just building, right? Don't just go in there and I wanna hide this, so let me just build up my chest. No. Focus on everything in its totality. What in the who in the Jack Jack Frost? What? Woo! Jack, hold up, Jack Frost. Hold up, I gotta get up for this one. Hold on, Jack. Oh, this ninja just hurt my back. Oh, man, he just dropped a brick on my back. Oh, hold up, Jack Frost. Jack motherfucking Frost with the $100 super chat. Whoa, hold up. Ugh, let me stretch that one out. He just dropped a brick on me. Whoa. Ninja got to stretch for this one. Hold up. Ugh. Whoa, Jack. Oh. God damn, Jack. I don't even think I need to go to work today. Jack Frost, YouTube hasn't been putting you in my algorithm. They can't stop the after pill. Glad to see you back. I appreciate that, Jack. Dang, Jack. Jack just dropping. He just keep it moving. Like this ninja just he throw the ball. He don't even look. Y'all know those quarterbacks who throw the ball, they don't even look. They look this way. Fake pass. Touchdown. Jack Frost. Yeah, they've been messing with me, man. And I got a community guidelines last week. They've been messing with my stuff, messing with my algorithm. But it's all good. We're gonna pick things up on Twitch once I get Twitch really rolling. I'm really try out Twitch to see how that goes as far as like real deal live streaming and stuff like that. But I'm gonna be doing both. But you know, it's good to have other platforms. Oh, by the way, link is in the description. Locals, Patreon is in the description. But yeah, I'm trying different platforms. You know, trying to do different things. Whatnot, just to keep my content safe. Just in case anything happens. And they already took some videos down. I can't even download the video. I tried to download the video so I can put it up on Patreon, but they already took it down, and I can't even get the video back. So, but dang, Jack Frost. H. Cali said, yeah, Jack OG. If y'all don't know Jack, he'll just come in and drop a bag on my head, every here and there. I always appreciate Jack. I don't know who Jack is, but Jack, he just come in and just drop a bag. I appreciate that, Jack. That's for real. I appreciate that. Dang, Jack, you done threw me all off. Shouts out to Jack. Alex Glass, yep. Shouts out to Jack. Damn, Jack. All right. Shit. Where we leave off at? Cony. Cony, I burned like 1K calories from my delivery, like Uber Eats type stuff. Been trying to figure out my caloric intake, which will slowly put me into a slight deficit. Okay. I mean, because you're going through something with your health. I don't necessarily want to tell you anything wrong. But the best is you're gonna have to really figure out your body, because your body's gonna change, right? First of all, you're 17, so you haven't even got into your grown man muscles, right? You probably got another growth spurt to go at 17, right? So you haven't even hit your grown man muscles yet. I didn't start getting my grown man muscles until like 20, 24, right? 23, 24, depending on, your hormones and all that stuff, or, when it'll show. Some men it show earlier, but because you're 17 and you're also dealing with, something with your health as well, your body's going to go through multiple changes, right? So with you, you're going to have to pay attention very closely. You're going to have to put your body under a microscope, very closely to how your body reacts, what your body reacts to, what you can put into your body. Like Coco said, you definitely need to focus on your diet. Your diet is probably the most, if not the most important part. The diet is more important than you going to work out. Cartier, what's going on? Right? That is more important than you going to work out. Right? Healthy. Right? Nutrition wise is the most important part, right? Getting yourself back up to health, right? Because that is going to take the life out of you dealing with that, right? It's going to take all the life out of you dealing with that. So you want to make sure that you put, first of all, hydrating, getting all your vitamins and getting all your nutrients, right? Putting the right foods in your system so you can fight the good fight, right? But shouts out to Cony. I hope I gave you some insight on that. Just take it easy, man. Go in there, just build. Just focus on the same thing you should be focused on, is building, right? Don't focus on that just trying to, you dealing with it. So, wear what you're dealing with, right? It'll come over time. But you need to focus on the endurance. You need to focus on building, right? You need to focus on just getting up to health, right? And then when it's time to really put on muscle, when it's time to build up that chest, you'll be ready. But don't just go in there just trying to, just because it's subconsciously eating at you, right? Many people go into the gym, and there's a lot of things subconsciously, that a lot of people are battling, right? Don't look at the next man over here. Don't look at the next woman over here and think, oh, look at them. Like, I want my chest like that. No, focus on you, focus on yourself, because it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. All right. But back to the main topic. Zoni says, thanks, man. Understood. Yeah, I appreciate you, Zoni. Cony, I meant. John says a lot of men with money are dumb, low key, like Shannon Sharp. Yeah, this is the perfect example. This is the perfect example of how dumb men are, right? And I'm in this, private group chat, right? And it was this guy, you know, he was explaining his history, right? He used to be on the, I guess, the criminal element of things, and he basically said that most men are deserve everything they get from women, right? He was like, most men are just sitting ducks. Most men are just sitting ducks. No matter how much money they have, it doesn't matter, broke to rich. He was like, most men are just sitting ducks. And he was just like, most men don't care in the world. They don't care to do their reconnaissance on a woman. They don't care about background checks. They don't care about any of that. They don't care about any of it. Right? And that's funny that you brought up Shannon Sharp, because it's like, bro, like these guys, like there is some type, there has to be intelligence that goes behind building something. There has to be intelligence that goes behind building something, let alone the CEO of a tech company. Bro, there has to be plenty of brains that go behind that. Shannon Sharp, as stupid as he sounds sometimes, as stupid as Shannon Sharp sounds sometimes, he's not an idiot either. Right? He's not an idiot either. But, bro, if you want to see how dumb men get, put a beautiful woman, not even a beautiful woman in front of him, because that chick that Shannon Sharp had was a 4. That chick that Shannon Sharp had was a 4. The chick that the CEO cheated with was a -3. I'm like, bro, y'all cheating with dirt bags. I'm like, bro, you'll never see me get caught with a dirt bag. You'll never see me get caught with a dirt bag. Ever, Ninja. Ever. Ninja. Now, I may have done something in the dark with the dirt bag, because she had that, that ooh-wee. She may have had that ooh-wee, but I'm not bringing a dirt bag out in public. Are you crazy? Yeah, and Blake Bradley, she retired. That 99% of women are liabilities. Depending on how drastic, depending on where that man is in life, is going to depend on how hard, is going to dictate how hard he falls. I'm going to say that one more time. 99% of women are liability, but depending on where that man is in life is going to dictate how hard he falls on his face. Facts. You know how many men I know at work right now? At my job, my main job. You know how many men I've met who was on a straight path to retirement. This is no lie, all facts. I met so many men at my job who were to retirement, and they ended up getting a divorce, and their wife took half, if not more, of their 401k, and they're more than likely they're going to have to work for the rest of their life. I know many men at work right now who were married, were on track for retirement, got divorced, wife took half his 401k, if not more, and retirement, he's going to work, they're going to work till they die. Unless they hit the lotto or do their own entrepreneurship or something like that, and then they can transfer power to somebody else, streamline the processes and all that stuff. Unless they're doing that, bro, they got to work for the rest of their life. 401k, delete it. It's done. right? Cartier says, were they married before social media era? Yeah, these are freaking these are these are not boomers. These are older millennials. Older millennials. So I mean, MySpace wasn't around, but not nothing like now. But the main point is you're not safe. You're not safe in today's time. JC, what's going on? JC checking in. You're not safe in today's time. 99% of women are liabilities, right? 99% of the women that you're dealing with, bro, it's not it. It's not it. Bro, let me tell y'all how wicked it is, man. And I'm gonna tell this story. I'm gonna tell this story on the locals. Bro, I've had a chick to tell me, "Oh, I want marriage. I want this. I want that." Bro, she tell me, "Oh, don't text me. Don't text me. Don't play around with me. Don't do this. Don't do that. You know, I'm fully committed to being a wife and all of this stuff. Don't text me, unless you serious and blah 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 blah." Man, her hair was getting pulled, ass was getting smacked less than 48 hours later, Ninja. Her hair was getting pulled, ass was getting smacked less than 48 hours later. Bro, it's a wicked world, right? And this was a bona fide 8. This is a bona fide 8. See, most here's the thing, most men can't even get past the beauty part. Why? Because most men are mediocre themselves. Let's just call a spade, right? When y'all go into public, and just you gotta call a spade. Y'all gotta see where y'all are. Piggly Wiggly in less than 48 hours is crazy. Nah, see, me, I say Piggly Wiggly to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I didn't give her the Piggly Wiggly, but I gave her that big dog. I didn't give no Piggly Wiggly Cartier. Nah, see, I use Piggly Wiggly for y'all. For everybody else, Ninja. For everybody else, nah. I put that ham hock on her. I put that King Kong on her. You know what I'm saying? I put that ooh wee on her. Not the Piggly Wiggly, Ninja. But yeah, but bro, most men they can't get past the beauty. They can't get past the beauty part, right? Bro, there is high level of manipulation going on, right? That most men can't see past, right? And even if here's the thing, women to claim that they want to be a wife all day long. Women to claim that they want a masculine man. Women to claim that they want uh such a intense man, right? A builder of a man. But here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. They all they do is talk. All they do is talk. 99% of women, and I would say almost none today, really. But I'm gonna say 99% because I know there are some women out there. I know that there are women out there. So I'm not gonna discount out there, right? But 99% of the women today, they cannot handle an intense man. They cannot handle a true masculine man. They cannot handle a lion. They can't. They can't handle it, right? Because here's the thing, with a true masculine man, with a true builder man, right? With the true essence of masculinity, right? Women say that they want them, and they'll definitely get banged out. But as far as long term building something with, right, creating a family with, and all of that stuff, when it's time to really put boots on the ground and really build and really do this and do that, most women they cannot withstand the flame. So they'll say, "Oh, I want to be a wife. Oh, I want a masculine man. Oh, I want to be led," but then they don't want to be led, right? They don't want to be led because every single thing, because when a true masculine man, a true man who is intentional, a true man who is purposeful, right? A true man who knows where he wants to be, and a true man that knows that he's not going to let anybody, any woman, any even his wife or girl, he's not going to let anything stop him from getting to where he need to be. See, most women they can't handle that kind of man because why? Most women they want to feel needed. right? And we're talking about the best of the best men, right? We're talking about men who stand on business, right? Most women want to feel needed, right? If you can do this on your own, if you can do that on your own, right? If you could do this, if you're emotionally secure, right? You're mentally secure, right? Like we're all human beings. Everybody has their times, but for the most part, you're secure in who you are, and you really don't need anybody around you, right? They can't handle it. Jay says it's about control. There you go. There you go. They want Jay. There you go. They want the masculine simp. I need to do a whole video on that if I haven't talked about that already. But a repeat is fine. They want a masculine simp. So they want the domineering energy, right? They want the bag, as y'all see. The exec, she married a rich guy, right? One of the richest families in Boston, right? So she got the bag, and he's not a looker, right? He's not a looker. The other dude wasn't a looker either, but right, she monkey branched. She monkey branched, right? Married into one of the richest families in Boston. That still wasn't enough. That still wasn't enough, right? She had to go and get pipe. She wants some pipe from the CEO too, right? She want the pipe from the leader. She want the pipe from the head honcho, right? Hypergamy is not always, and then hypergamy is not always about money. Jay, what's going on? Other Jay, what's going on? But hypergamy is not always about money, right? As I told y'all this story before, or these stories before, right? When I used to fix internet in people's homes, right? I would go into these $1 million homes, right? $800,000 home that you need a jumbo loan for, bro. I would be walking into these homes, and this was a few years ago, so I think I was around 26, 27, so really not that long ago. And I really started getting jacked, and really my physique really started to come in, right? And of course, look at me, you know what I'm saying? Damn, I look good. But I would walk into these homes, right? I would walk into these homes, and I would come across stay-at-home moms. I would come across women who just work at the home, and man, I lie to you not, I've seen the worst. I've seen the worst, right? And this is why my mind is the way that it is, because a lot of men, they can't see it from my perspective because they've never had to live it from my perspective, right? Most men, y'all walk around, y'all don't see the type of shit that you know the dudes who do look good, the dudes who are tall, handsome, got the muscle. Y'all don't see what they go through on the other side of the field, right? We get traumatized not just from relationships and all that stuff. We get traumatized from seeing it on the other side, right? Yep, the pool boy game, right? And I'm walking in, and they're flirting, and some of them, they want to get a little touchy and all of that stuff. They throwing out hints and all this kind of stuff, right? I've had a situation where I was in this guy's house, and bro, this crazy. His they had to be like she had to be like 45, but they both were home, right? They both were home, and I'm just trying to get their internet up. The internet got disconnected and all that stuff, so I'm trying to get the internet up, and his wife finally came out the room, right? And I was on the ground trying to get the wires right, and I looked up at her. Right, she had a robe on, glasses on. She just finished doing some work, and she had her glass of wine and all that stuff. And bro, I lie to you not, bro. She just stared. I lie to you not. She just stared, like mouth like halfway open, like I lie to you not, lie to you not. Right, and me and the husband was good. We was all in there laughing, and he greeted me with open arms and all that stuff, bro. The moment his wife that, it was pure debauchery after that. The dude was mean. He started being mean. He had a little attitude. Like, and this was I didn't even do it. I just looked up. Like, hello. Like, she stays here too. Like, hello, how you doing? But she just kept staring. And then when I try to talk to her, she just starts stuttering at her words. She's like, you, I'm like, bitch, what's wrong with you? What, hello? You all right? We need to call the ambulance? But that was her, like, basically, she was like, basically, that was like a damn moment for her, right? That was a damn moment for her. And then, and then, after that, after she got done doing whatever she did, she told her husband, she was like, and this is about 8 o'clock, 8 going on 9 o'clock. She talking about, and this is a weekday. She talking about, all right, I'm about to go out. Go out with the girls. And he was just like, I mean, babe, it's late. You about to go out this late? She's like, yeah, I'm about to go out. I was like, hey, Cartier, 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 yeah, yeah. It was a chocolate moment. It was a chocolate moment. Yeah, it was an older snow bunny. Yeah, you know, it was a chocolate moment. It was one of those. It was one of those. But yeah, she was about to go out late and all that stuff. And then he didn't even put up no fight. He was just like, all right, I'll see you when you get back. She's like, all right, I'll see you when you get back. Man, she had to see me. She had to see me, and she probably had to think about some bartender or somebody that she know at her local club or something like that. She's whatever she was about to do. She was about to go get piped by somebody. I know that for a fact because how she acted right then and then. 15 minutes later, she was like, all right, I'm about to get dressed. I'm about to go out. Like, bitch, go out where? Like, on a weekday? And you married? Like, at night? Where you about to go? She about to get tapped. That's what she about to do. She about to go get tapped. But anyway, but yeah, most women are liabilities, and a lot of men don't see it until it's too late because most men still believe in a fantasy. They still believe in a fantasy, unfortunately, right? A lot of guys they still believe in a happy wife, happy life bull crap, right? Even if you cross cultures, I've seen it. It's not all it's set out to be. It's not all it's set out to be, right? They still believe in the fantasy, right? And don't get me wrong, family is a beautiful thing, right? Family is a beautiful thing, but unfortunately, our society isn't set up anymore for many people to succeed, right? Our society isn't set up anymore for many people to succeed. Many men, to succeed at family in the first place. Unfiltered grind, what's going on? But it's not set up for men to succeed with family like that. Oh, Dan 22, you changed your name. Okay. What's going on? What's the phrase for happy husbands then? It don't exist because they don't expect you to be happy. You ain't supposed to be happy. You ain't supposed to be happy. You're a slave. You're a slave. Your job is to work. Let's get these likes up. Your job is to work. Your job is to work. Your job is to grind. You are a slave to humanity, ninja. Only those who become and follow their purpose. Then you may get out the matrix. But then you're still, you still have to succumb to it even just a little bit, right? There's no full on escape of the matrix. I hope y'all know that. You can't escape the matrix in its entirety. Can you escape most of it? Yes. Right? But you need a certain money to do so. You need a certain amount of money to do so. Right? Certain amount of freedom to do so. But for the most part, you can't fully escape the matrix. Right? Why is there International Women's Day but no International Men's Day? Yeah. Right? It is what it is. And it ain't gonna change. It's not gonna change. It's not gonna change. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much money. That's why, bro. You're seeing more celebrities, and I wish they stop because I wish these places stay hidden. But now you see more celebrities come out saying that they going overseas, and you need to go go over here and maybe try out getting a wife over here and all of that stuff. Now you're seeing more celebrities come out with it. If celebrity men are coming out and saying like, bro, y'all might want to go overseas, you know the game has changed. Right? Oh, Birmingham is disgusting. But shouts out to Birmingham. Birmingham is a disgusting place. I would never. I just slide through. I just slide through Birmingham. That's about it. But listen, man, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much money you got. Clearly, because the celebrities are saying, "Hey, I'm about to take my talents to South Beach." If the celebrities are saying, "I'm about to take my talents to South Beach," you know it is dead serious. Because they wasn't speaking on it before, right? They wasn't speaking on it before. People was hush hush. People were hush hush, and they were still pushing the whole feminized stuff and all of that stuff, and they still are pushing that stuff. They still pushing that feminized stuff. Let's get the likes up. Hit that like button. The like button is for free. Like button is free. Hit that like button, super chat, become a member. Link is in the description. Join the locals, join the Patreon. The locals you can join for free, but the content, you got to pay for it. Hit that link in the description. But no, it's serious now. Right? CEOs can get it. NFL players can get it. You can get it. I can get it. Right? It doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter. So y'all got to break the illusion. Y'all got to break the illusion that money is going to save you from a woman. Right? More, what's going on? We don't get notifications. I didn't know you were live. Yeah, they messing with me, man. They messing with me. So I gotta do something about it, which I am. That's why I'm venturing out to different platforms. If y'all haven't noticed, so I'm gonna be on 3 different platforms. Right? I'm gonna be on Locals. I'm gonna be on Patreon. The link is in the description. I'm gonna be on Locals. I'm gonna be on Patreon, and I'm gonna be on Twitch. Right? So it's a slow start. It's a bumpy start to those, but I'm getting it done. Just stay tuned. I'm getting it done. But I'm gonna be on 3 different other platforms just so I can spread myself out. Instagram included. The Instagram is about to get litty too. Right? Y'all about to see a whole persona change, actually. Y'all about to see a whole persona change. Y'all gonna be like, who is this ninja right here? Y'all about to see a whole persona change, whole characteristic change, all that stuff. Like it's about to happen. It's time to shed like a snake skin. It's time to shed. But yeah, Moy, they messing with me. They not sending out notifications. Yeah, they messing with me. They not messing with me. When is the After Pill mixtape dropping? Jay, I don't know. I may get back into it. Y'all know I used to rap, right? Y'all know I used to rap. I used to drop some bars, right? I dropped the EP, right? But I may get back into it. Let the audience grow some more. I may get back into it. Drop some heat. Drop some stuff. Moy says even the monetized chicks are starting to have an attitude because the men are waking up. Yeah, they tripping too. The monetized women are tripping too. And you gotta watch out for the switcheroos. It's a lot of switcheroos out here, right? You got a lot. See, and this is what I was explaining earlier. More said JC collab with me. That yeah, we'll talk about it. But this is what I was telling them earlier. Tap. I was like, most men, they're not even ready for the high levels of manipulation, right? Especially men who are not used to beauty. Men who are not used to beauty, they don't even understand the high levels of manipulation that exist, bro. First and foremost, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. There's a lot of women who practice some form of fashion, rituals and witchcraft and all of that stuff. Like this is real, right? y'all think it's a game, right? But you have some beautiful faces. Beautiful faces. I'm talking about you wouldn't even think a thing of it. Bro, they performing all kinds of sex magic, all kinds of stuff, sorcery, dark femininity. Bro, I'm telling y'all. Yep, Jay and Tyler somehow try to steal some clothes from me. Don't let them steal your clothes. Don't let them steal your clothes, right? Clothes are very significant in things like witchcraft, right? Your cloth, right? Your smell, all of that stuff, what was attached to you and all that stuff, right? That stuff is real, right? That stuff is real. Most of us are chosen ones, so we already targeted. Yeah, already targeted in the first place, right? I already come across weird stuff every single day, like you know, and it's, not to even toot my own horn, but for somebody like me, it's extremely hard. It's extremely hard because just women throw themselves, and it's just like I just have to understand certain things. That's all. Women throw them. They want the energy, right? They want the aura, right? They want the ability to be like, oh, I succumbed to them, right? They was able to exercise their succubus energy and all that stuff. Mo says, while you're effing them dream of manifesting millions, don't do negative things, but you can have sex and use it as a manifestation tool. Yeah, I read on that. Actually, what's that? Is that the Master Key? I think the Master Key spoke on that. If you haven't read the Master Key, go and get that book or download the audio book. Coco says, "Do you believe in soul ties?" I would say I have to. I believe they can be broken, but I would say, because if I'm saying that sex magic, then soul ties would have to be true, right? Especially if you're hitting them raw. Yep, that's what it was. Cartier. Okay, Cartier, you know something. Sexual transmutation. That's what it was. Sexual transmutation. But I think those two things kind of go hand in hand. Sexual transmutation and basically manifestation and all that stuff. Yeah. Alice Glass says, yeah, that part, the aura. Yes, the aura, man. Yeah, more, yeah, you onto something right there. I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. Do not, like, even if you share some results with her and all that stuff, bro, be careful going raw with some of these women. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Be careful with going raw with some of these women. I'm telling you, there is a high levels of manipulation going on, high levels of witchcraft going on, right? And especially if you like the eights, nines, and tens like I do, right? If you like the eights, nines, and tens like I do, be extremely careful, right? If even if like, okay, she clean, I'm clean, all right, let's do it, right? Bro, be careful. That's all I'm gonna say. Be careful. Yep, it is used to get you. Excuse me. But yeah, it is used to get you hooked. It is used to practice a high level of manipulation on you. It is used to, practice or cast, some form of fashion spells, and sometimes it's not even. Sometimes, some not even acting consciously, but subconsciously they're acting on a primal level, right? Because if they letting you hit it raw, they understand what it's going to do to you, right? You're not exempt from psychological and as a man either. You're not exempt from it, right? You're not exempt from it. And they know that they can use that against men, because many of them are already, they already understand what the punani can do. They already understand what the punani can do. So they believe it or not, because a lot of men think that, oh, yeah, I'm a digger, I'm a digger down, and she gonna be attached to me. That may be true in a sense, but a lot of women nowadays, they know how to separate the punani from their emotions. Believe it or not, right? It may be harder, right? They may not be the best at it, right? And sometimes, depending on how long it go, eventually they'll have to succumb to it, because they are a woman, right? They'll succumb to the emotions eventually, especially if y'all having sex, on a constant basis, right? But overall, yeah, y'all better be careful. Cartier says, I like where this live going. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're all magical creatures, but most don't know it. Yeah. I've been in love with a woman later down the relationship, regretted being with trash ass. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, man. Y'all got to be careful. Even bro, even when I was in the military, I knew a proud witch. I forgot the name of the book. I forgot the name of the book. Dang, I forgot the name of the book. But when we weren't training in anything, like she would carry her book. She would carry her book, and this was a younger white girl. She was like 20, 21 or something like that. I forgot the name of the witchcraft, but this is when I was in the military, and she had a. It was a big book. I think I forgot the name of the book. It probably come to me later, but she had a big book, and it had a whole list of spells and all that stuff. Whole list of spell book. Now it wasn't called that. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of it though. And the type of witch that she was, I can't think of it. I can't think of it. But it was a book, and she had a list of all that stuff, spells, like potions and all that stuff, bro. Y'all don't think that stuff is real, bro. People real deal practice it. And they can hide it if they want to. She was just a proud witch. She was like, I don't do anything bad. I just practice my stuff. Wicca. Okay, Wicca. Okay. It's called okay, that's what okay, you're right. You're right. Okay. She was a Wiccan. That's it. Thank you. Thank you. She was a Wiccan and she practiced Wicca. That's what it was. Yep, that's what it was. That one ring the bell right there. She was a Wiccan. She practiced Wicca. So the book is called Grimoire. Grimoire. Yeah. Yep. She was a Wiccan. There we go. But she was a Wiccan, and she had her whole book and everything. Yeah, some say they're good, some won't even tell. But here's the thing: some may not be bad, some may not even be bad, but then they will still exercise they will still try to exercise some form of control over you, especially if it's dealing with a man and all that stuff. Bro, a lot of these women. Well, I'm not gonna say a lot, but the ones who do practice that stuff, a lot of them are log on to TikTok. Yep, got to protect yourself by spreading awareness. Yep, go on to TikTok. Go on to TikTok. You will see it. It's all on TikTok. There's women on there. They're telling you how to exercise your dark femininity, which you might as well say is witchcraft in some form or fashion, right? You have them on there telling you how to what candles to light. Do this with food, bro. Bro, this happened to me. I'm gonna tell y'all this story. This happened to me. Um, there was this girl at my girl job, right? She grows her own food and all of that stuff, right? She grows her own food and all that stuff, and she makes salads and all that stuff. So I had told my girl, I was like, you can't just be eating, you can't be eating folks' food, right? And I told her, humble G, I appreciate the super chat. And I told her, I said, and this was without me knowing if she was a witch or not. This was without me knowing if she was a witch or not. It just came to me. I was like, ask her. It's just some just told me to ask. I was like, ask her if she uses her period blood. Ask her if she uses her period blood for her plants. Right? My girl thought I was crazy. She was like, why would she use her period blood for her plants? Just ask her. Ask her. Guess what she said? She said, yeah. She claimed that she didn't use it on the ones that she used for the salads that we ate, right? But yeah, she uses her period blood for the plants. Which, if you don't know anything about it, what you don't know, if you don't know anything about period blood and growing things and spaghetti and all that stuff, it's one. Clearly it's the blood, right? And the blood is supposed to lock you in, right? It's supposed to lock you in spiritually, right? That's why there's a saying. If you ever met somebody from Louisiana and all that stuff, where Creole is real big out there. Witchcraft is real big out there in Louisiana. They will tell you, do not eat no woman's spaghetti. Do not eat a woman's spaghetti that you don't know, not your mom, family member, somebody that you trust. Do not just eat no random woman's spaghetti because witchcraft is real big in Louisiana. Also, halal, kosher, for example, aka praying over food is a form of magic. So technically, magic is all up in our world. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, you'll be surprised, and then you'll be surprised that see y'all will be surprised at who it is. See, when y'all think of witchcraft, y'all probably thinking about some ugly woman with a big old glump on her face, right? Like the shows, right? Remember the shows back in the day on Disney Channel? For you Disney Channel ass ninjas, like the witch with the little hat and she ugly with a big old plump on her face, ninja, like and her eyes swole, like nah, bro. Nah, bro. Nah, that Instagram model that you was looking at, yeah, witch. Yeah, that blonde hair, blue eyes with the big booty, the paw hog ninja, witch, right? That Colum and two, y'all gotta understand Latin America, for you ninjas who want to go to Latin America and Colombia and all through Latin America, also in Mexico as well. Witchcraft is huge. Witchcraft is huge all through Latin America, right? All through places in Africa. I'm starting to hear stories now. It's coming up in my algorithm, but even in Thailand, all through Southeast Asia, witchcraft is big out there too. And more women are into witchcraft now. Bro, I'm scared now. My son's teacher was telling me the other day her spaghetti is good and would bring me some. Yeah, pass it, Alex. Pass it. Just pass it. Just pass it. What's going on? Just pass it. Just pass it. I'm telling you. Better safe than sorry. Better safe than sorry. You don't like I hate to put it off on just everybody, but as a man, as somebody who's supposed to be a warrior, you're supposed to guard yourself and this family if you have one and all that stuff, bro. You gotta tread very lightly because this stuff is real. In Thailand, they do all that shit. Yep. You just gotta know how to protect yourself spiritually. You gotta protect yourself spiritually. Especially if you indulging in certain activities and stuff like that, you gotta know how to protect yourself spiritually. Because some of these girls and then like she may not even, and I'm talking about in America, right? She may not even have a high body count per se. She may be very exclusive. She may be very exclusive. However, because the reason why she's exclusive is so she can work her magic. You get what I'm saying? She can't just be laying up with him and laying up with him and laying up with him. No, that's not how that works. So she's exclusive, right? She deals with different men, but she's exclusive so she can just focus on this handful of men, right? Or that one particular man at that time, right? They have to work. That's when they try to work their magic, right? So she don't even have to have a high body count. She's just very exclusive, right? Some of these very attractive women, you know, not saying all of them, but some of them, they'll have low body counts. Many of them do have high body counts, right? But they'll try to, work their magic on guys and all that type stuff, right? And when I say, they'll also let you hit it. They'll let you hit it raw, right? They'll let you hit it raw. And I'm not talking about the dirt bags. I'm not talking about the dirt bags with the fleas. I'm talking about highly, right, who are clean. They'll show you their results and everything. They'll let you hit it raw so they can practice that magic on you. You get what I'm saying? So they can practice their witchcraft on you, right? And if you're in your true masculine essence, you'll still get hit with it. Just because you masculine and all that stuff don't mean that you're exempt. Still get hit with it. You'll still get hit with it. You can be under a certain level of control, but then you'll realize like dang, something off. Dang, the wind blowing. I guess somebody don't like me. Somebody must not like what I'm talking about. The wind just picked up profusely, ninja. I'm like, ninja. I'ma say something I ain't supposed to say, ninja. Ninja. Yeah. But then you'll like I said, you'll pick up on it and then start to realize. And once you start to come to that realization, see, the art of it is to be under confusion, right? The art of it is to not be aware. But when you aware and you see it, you see stuff, right? You start to see stuff, yeah, you'll know, right? I remember this one chick, because I was talking about her to somebody, and she made this statement. She made this statement and then never said anything else, right? Because they'll try to throw out statements so to see if you actually paying attention, to see if you're aware if you're under some kind of craft or something. So she said, I told her, yeah, I was talking about you with somebody the other day, and she was like, oh, no wonder my ears were ringing. It's like, what? Then she moved on. Like she waited to see if I was gonna, say like your ears ringing. Ears ringing, what? But she threw out that statement just to test my awareness, to see if I was gonna, pick up on something, or like, does he know? Is he aware? Right? I'm telling y'all, man. I'm telling y'all. Don't believe me if you want to. Don't believe you if you want to. Unless your discernment is really good, then you won't get hit with witchcraft. No, I disagree. Unless your discernment is really good, then you won't get. Hold on, wait. So, Kels, your sentence is confusing me. You said unless your discernment is really good, then you won't get hit with witchcraft. So you saying your discernment won't be good? So what are you saying? Unless your discernment is really good. So you saying the guys with high levels of discernment is the ones who get hit with witchcraft? That wouldn't make sense, because why would they want the guy? I mean, like I said, you can still get hit with it regardless. You can get hit with witchcraft regardless of if you very discerning or not, right? Especially if they want you, right? I mean, I don't see a woman. Bo Riddle, ears ringing is a old expression, but can also be a significant sign of somebody practicing witchcraft. Listen, you ain't gotta tell me. You talking about don't be dramatic, bro? I've come across this stuff. What are you talking about? Don't be dramatic. See, you the ninja. You the type of ninja to get caught up. I'm the type of ninja to be on guard at all times. Don't tell me I'm being dramatic, ninja. I hop out the whip with the pew pew on me. I'll be dramatic all I want to, as long as I'm guarded. That's what matters. You can't put anything past anybody. So, but it wasn't just. I keep my head on the swivel too, exactly. And Bo Riddle, it wasn't just about that one expression, right? It wasn't just about that. The thing is, I had already suspected her of practicing it or being in some form or fashion some kind of witch. I had already suspected it, right? So the fact that it was certain words and certain things that she was using, it was just like, oh, that's weird. Weird that you would say that. What do you mean by that? That's all I'm saying. Could have just been an expression, sure, whatever. But I'm too aware to just let expressions go by, any kind of stand out type of sentence. Now, I just don't let those things pass my ears without thinking about it. Yeah. But anyway, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I appreciate all y'all for coming through. Shouts out to Moy. Shouts out to Jack Frost with the big old super chat. Shouts out to all of y'all. JC, Jay, both J's, Kels, right? Shouts out to the women who came through. The women who came through. I forgot your name. I don't see you in here. Shouts out to the woman who came through. Shouts out to everybody. And we are out. I got to get ready to take a shower and go to work, ninja. So I'll see y'all in the next one, and stay tuned. And this was a real after pill, ninja. Y'all really better take this one and run with it before I take it down. Right? I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.